What's up, everybody on YouTube looking to get kicked off and say about 25 Mississippis?
And now we're going live on Facebook.
Yeah. Here we go. 3. What's going on, everybody? Here we are at another episode of the People's Podcast. We are talking the Clash of Champions pay-per-view coming up this Sunday. But before we get started, we all want to shout out all of our social media accounts along with the blog that will be included in the description of the video with direct links. So make sure you give that a follow. We definitely update it every week with the rumor mill every Monday. Every Monday. Moving on. And as always, a huge shout out to the supporters at My Fantasy Sports Talk. That's how you get your fantasy football week started. So search for them. Search for us on their search for us, Jesus Christ, on their page.
It's been a month.
My Fantasy Sports Talk. Again, follow them for all your fantasy football needs. But let's get back to wrestling. We are finally here for the Clash of Champions. I will start off. My name is Dan Go.
I'm Timo. I'm Insider BA.
Macho Man Matty Savage.
And the Enforcer Nate is back again.
Yeah, again. Guys, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the Clash of Champions pay-per-view. I can't even get it out of my mouth.
Really?
It's got
potential,
but I just don't see it being that pay-per-view.
All right.
This is it, man. This is the pay-per-view before the SmackDown goes over to Fox. So this is where shit is gonna change. Every championship is on the line, including the 24/7 champion.
Well, the 24/7 championship is always on the line, Mr.
Not unless Shane McMahon's in charge because he just says not
Whatever he wants to say.
Damn it.
Not really 24/7.
Right.
Well,
I like Clash of Champions just because there's so many title matches. Sometimes you watch a pay-per-view and it's pointless matches. Every match counts. One thing I would like to see, Clash of Champions. Champions don't clash against each other. Be some more super fights, to use the term that they use in boxing and UFC. Some super fights, like champion versus champion.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Wait,
that would be cool.
That's Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, bro.
Well, this is Clash of Champions. It fits the pay-per-view name more.
It used to be called Night of Champions until 4 years ago, but
Well,
they switched it and said, you know what? We're going to go WCW Clash of Champions.
yeah, that's neither here or there.
Neither here or there. So I think the card has potential. As far as what's going to happen, I think it's going to be an historical night. I think a lot of records will be broken. You will see with my picks. I'll just say that much.
Records will be broken. What could you mean by that?
Stay
It
tuned.
means his chest will be broken.
That too.
That's possible because, of course, right after we give you our predictions for this Sunday's Clash of Champions will be the chop. So make sure you tune in because we're going to be wrapping up finally SummerSlam's pay-per-view to see who is taking that chop.
Feels like ages ago.
Now, if you guys are in the comments, I'm reading Twitter over there. I'll shout you guys out. We'll just give us your opinion. We want to hear what you got to say. I know so far Dane, Johnny Lopes is here. Dan the Man is here. First question. Is this a Red Sox podcast or a wrestling podcast? Come on, Danny.
Come on, Danny.
Hey, man, we're in Boston.
Who said that?
Oh,
Johnny
yeah.
Lopes.
And the season's
Johnny
already
Lopes?
over. The season's over
Block.
already.
So like I said, I will be showing you the comments, so just put them in there. There's also, since it's a predictions podcast, Jesus.
Woo!
Woo!
Same thing.
Blah. Since it's a predictions podcast, the polls are up again. Every matchup, the polls will go up, and then right after that, just vote, and then the percentage will be put up as soon as I publish the results. That's how it's going to go.
And just real quick, I was just able to share to all of the groups, wrestling fans, wrestling groups on my Facebook. Thank you so much for the admins that are allowing us to post on your pages. We do appreciate the support. Thank you, guys.
All right. So it's time.
Yes.
Time to. Are we ready? We're gonna leave it off. Is that enough? Good enough build for Clash of Champions? Are you guys excited for Clash of Champions this Sunday?
That's about as good as a build they gave us on
Most of the matchups.
most of
You know what?
the go-home shows, too.
I'm ready.
Go for it.
All right, start us off.
Start us off then.
All right.
What do you want to
I
start
guess go ahead.
All right, so
Oh.
sorry, no. Macho is gonna start, but
Yes, I will.
Insider BA did put a little bit of extra salt on these bonus questions.
Oh, yes, I did.
So is that what we're going to be leading off with? The bonus question? What do you-
The very first
All
bonus
right, all
Very
right.
first bonus question.
Let's go,
Oh,
baby.
There's no poll.
I just
for
want to
bonus
make sure I know
questions.
where my eyes got to go.
There's only polls for matchups, not bonus questions.
Good luck, everybody.
So first bonus that we got, of course, is which match is going to lead off the pay-per-view. No match has been announced on the pre-show. We know something's probably going to be there, but it's not there yet. But I'll kick it off, and I'm going to go with the SmackDown Tag Team titles. We'll kick off the main card.
All right.
The main card.
Since you're here, might as well just follow suit. I'm going to go with the United States Championship because I believe Cedric Alexander and AJ Styles might be the match of the night.
Wow, get it over early in the night, I guess.
Get the crowd into the match.
Get
I
them-
like
get
it.
them
I like
ready.
the way you're thinking. I like the way
High
you're thinking.
flies.
However, I'm thinking we're gonna have the Raw tag team match because, spoiler alert, they're having another match later in the night.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah, I know. So I think they get that match out of the rest, recuperate, and then we'll see where they have their match later on.
I will also follow suit on that. I got the Raw Tag Team match. Same thing, same reasoning behind it. They got to get their break. It's Braun Strowman. He's got to at least break for 2 hours.
And I'm going to finish it with no disqualification because
Wow.
why not?
Roman Reigns.
That's the Roman Reigns
right off the rip.
versus Eric
They're going
Rowan.
to get you in.
One of the only non-title matches on the card
Yep, the only
until we figure out what the.
One
until the day after.
and only.
Because they did move the King of the Ring finals to the following Monday night. I don't know why, but
Perfect
Yes.
opportunity to put it in this.
it's
Yeah,
Clash
wait.
of Champions. Might as well make it
That's stupid.
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 I don't give a
Stupid.
damn if it's going to be Baron Corbin or Chad Gable that's crowned as the King of the Ring. The moment should be happening at Clash of Champions. The fact that it's been relegated to Monday Night Raw after is a damn shame.
It literally just takes the steam out of
It's over. It's over.
I just instantly thought a lot less of King of the Ring. It's like, oh,
It
doesn't
means
matter
nothing.
again.
It's
It
the
doesn't
greatest
matter
Royal
again.
Rumble champion.
Just-
though.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like that. And you know why? I think it's because Elias got injured.
It's stupid.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's
Vince has been writing the King of the Ring matchups week by week. There's
day
no,
by day.
day by day,
How-
week by
I-
week. There's no like plan. It's just been just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I think he doesn't want to know. He doesn't know what's going to happen this Sunday, so he doesn't want one day to give you the script, and then he's going to change it an hour before the show, and then Eric Bischoff, Paul Heyman's going to say, it's going to be this guy, and that's the winner.
It's
So,
still.
Well,
It
Dan
just,
the Man,
go ahead.
Dan the Man's in the comments, of course. He says SmackDown Women's Championship Bayley versus Charlotte. I like that because I would not be surprised if a Women's Championship starts off the card. It happened already. It might have been SummerSlam or the pay-per-view before that. Extreme Rules, actually. Nope, SummerSlam.
So let's keep it rolling. Let's keep bonus questions coming in hot.
Yep.
BA put together this one. How many times will the 24/7 championship change hands?
So there is no official 24/7 championship matchup announced.
Yes.
So that means I think our Truth's going to be running around the arena for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, however long it is.
I don't know. I think they're starting to cool down a 24/7 title. It hasn't really been a prominent part of either show.
Very true.
It's kind of a joke.
And it's
Again.
Kenta just won.
Yeah. Before
At
Raw even started.
MSG
Yeah.
with the Boston Celtics
That's
jersey.
classic.
The only
That was
Celtics
dope.
championship coming anytime
Classic.
soon.
But as for this bonus question, it's kind of a two-parter. How many times will it change hands, and who's going to actually walk out of Clash of Champions as the 24/7 champion? I'm going with R-Truth just because he's going to win it for like the 150th time.
Yeah.
But it will change hands. I'm going to go 3 times.
All right.
Wow.
So, I guess that's why we're brothers. I also have 3 times that it will change hands. I think our Truth will lose to some random guy. That random guy loses to Drake Maverick, and then Drake Maverick runs around the arena trying to run away from everybody. And then here comes our Truth. Just, hey, guess who's now the new 24/7 champion? 16-time. He will tie the only record. I'm sorry, is it John Cena? Yeah, John Cena and Ric Flair, the only 16 times world heavyweight championship.
Isn't Cena still at 15?
No,
Oh, he had 16?
he had 16. He tied it, but he never broke it.
Oh, keep-
Triple H is at 14. That is second. So as far as another title is concerned, 24/7 champion. Hey, the first ever 16-time 24/7 champion, R-Truth will walk out of Clash of Champions.
So that's why you were mentioning a lot of records earlier. Well, I only have it changing hand 2 times. I kind of agree with what Maddie said earlier. It's kind of like fading. It's not as featured. It's It's been a joke.
It was the biggest part of Raw and SmackDown for weeks.
And it's just like you get 2 minutes a segment throughout the whole show.
Fun.
So it changes hands twice. And Drake Maverick will finally walk away with it.
Before Dango goes, I think another thing why it's been kind of cooling down, Carmella hasn't been around because of her health scare, whatever her situation is she hasn't been on TV. That was always a main part of the 24/7 storyline with R-Truth. So that might be a factor too. So
I'll let you guys say your picks. And I'll say a couple more things about 24/7.
I legit mirrored both of y'all. I went 3 times.
all right,
I went R-Truth.
okay,
All right.
Enforcer.
And I have it changing 4 times.
4
and
times.
R-Truth still.
There's got
That's
to be
a
a
way.
legend in there getting pinned somewhere.
See, the reason why I think this 24/7 title is starting to kind of fade is because you're not trying to build anybody else off of it anymore. It was the comedic segments between R-Truth and Drake Maverick, and now that there isn't really much left to do with it. It's the same stupid shit that. Oh, how can I roll you up this time? You know,
How can I disguise myself in a uniform?
Yeah,
and just pin you and
it's. I mean, don't get me wrong; it's still entertaining, but this is a great opportunity to make add somebody else into this story. You know, Bo Dallas won the damn title. I was like, about to Bo leave again? Nope, he's gone.
He lost it. For
Mike
10
Kanellis.
seconds.
Nope, they're gone off TV completely now that Maria's pregnant. See you later.
Well, he's back on 205 Live.
Oh, is he?
Yes, which
Oh,
it's
that's
merging
right.
with NXT.
That's
anyway,
right.
So
That show that nobody watches.
exactly. So that's why it's going to be no more.
Yeah.
Hey,
Good.
I think that's it.
All right, now
Moving on.
let's really get into the Clash of Champions actual card matches that have been determined. There's 11 matches so far on this card. We always kick it off with the Cruiserweight Championship because it's more than likely going to be on the pre-show. It's a triple threat match. Drew Gulak defends against Humberto Carrillo and Lince Dorado. And the bonus is who is taking the pin.
Real quick, I just got to throw this in there because
Monkey Wrench.
I think it's incredible that we bring Macho brought so much energy. Let's kick off Clash of Champions. Cruiserweight Championship.
Hey,
Damn it.
You gotta
What a buzzkill.
You got to get it out of the way.
Just get it out of the way.
I'll start this one off. As always, I'm picking the reigning defending champion. I'm going Drew Gulak.
Drew Gulak.
I would like some
I don't even know
Gallagher
who
chicken.
these other 2 bozos are.
You don't know who Humberto Carrillo is?
Humberto Carrillo.
Lince Dorado?
Lince.
Come on,
Vince Dorado's in the
Lince.
Lucha Party, isn't he? Lucha House Party.
No idea,
Mhm.
but I do like the name Humberto, so he's taking the pin.
Wow.
Can I go next?
You
Yeah,
can
go ahead.
I
you
went
want.
the same way because I'm never going to go against a Cruiserweight champion ever. And I like writing the word Humberto. So he's
Humberto.
taking the damn pin.
Best.
Enforcer.
So I'm going to go with, I like the name Humberto, so Humberto's going to win it.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at this.
New,
Look
new
at this.
Cruiserweight
There's a new
championship on the
champion.
pre-show.
You heard it here first. And Lynch is taking it because, yeah, he's not good.
He's not good. He's not good enough.
Wow.
Sorry.
Ready?
Drew Gulak retains. I got Lince Dorado taking the pin.
Lince Dorado. So I did some research today on this one, and I will also pick.
What research
Oh,
is
wow,
that
you
do?
really had to research this?
I picked Drew Gulak, of course,
All right.
but apparently Drew Gulak has been feuding with Humberto Carrillo, and and Lince Dorado got added in this past week because he beat Humberto Carrillo. And so what's going to happen is there's going to be a future matchup, probably at Hell in a Cell, of Drew versus Humberto, and Dorado's going to take the pin.
Wow.
Well, if you say it, it must be true.
SmackTalk.
How did that poll end up? What's
Oh,
the,
100%.
What's the universe
I'm
thinking?
going to
here?
publish the
No way,
results.
come on.
And at 100%, Drew Gulak is still your Cruiserweight champion.
All right. We kind of figured that. Let's keep on rolling.
Sorry, Nate.
This match, a little more.
I don't know until you know.
I don't really know what to think of this, but the Raw Tag Team titles, Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman defend against the new Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler team. I will gladly kick this one off, and I'm going with Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler are your new Raw Tag Team champions for the simple fact that Rollins and Strowman don't belong as the champions at all. As for who takes the pin, because that's the bonus on this one, if I mentioned it before. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going with Seth Rollins is taking your pin. The Universal Champion will be pinned this Sunday. Will it be once or will it be twice?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for later.
My pick is also Robert Roode not Bobby Roode. Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Don't know why this is a tag team. I came back from Cancun and magically they're a tag team. Don't know what happened. Don't care. I think it's kind of stupid that Seth Rollins and Braun are your champions. It's not, you got Revival fighting for the SmackDown ones instead. So Seth Rollins, I think, also takes the pin because we'll get to my pick when it comes to the Universal title.
I also have Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler becoming the Raw Tag Team Champions. I wouldn't have pictured those words coming out of my mouth a couple weeks ago before they threw this together. But I also don't like Seth and Braun as champion, but this was obviously just to kind of create some tension between the two. So they're not retaining.
Stupid.
Roode and Dolph.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I almost forgot. Who takes the pin? Sorry, did it? Braun Strowman's taking the pin.
Oh, God.
You may go ahead.
How do I go after that? Easy, by throwing a damn curveball. We got Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman retaining this damn belt. You know why? Because Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode are a bunch of losers and a bunch of bozos that don't belong on TV. Let's be real. Those guys are lame. Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman definitely going to retain because, one, it's a Clash of Champions. It's not a WrestleMania or a freaking SummerSlam type of pay-per-view. So there goes that. Who takes the pin? Dolph Ziggler. Why not?
Enforcer?
So how do I follow that up?
Yeah, exactly.
I say the exact same thing. The exact same thing. I also have Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman retaining, and Dolph Ziggler is taking the pin.
Oh, God. Let's go, guys. Get your polls in. It's tied 50-50. You know you want to side with Dan Go and the Enforcer. Let's bring it on.
You guys straight up said, you know what? Fuck the Raw Tag Team division. It's already shit. This is the perfect opportunity for them to try to switch it up and do something different.
Damn it. Name a better team on Raw. Name a better team on Raw. Name a better team on Raw.
this shit.
Name a better team on Raw.
I can't.
Can't.
They don't have tag teams.
It was the Revival.
It's all right. There's
I'm sorry. You know the tag team that's
The
actually
club.
good on Raw?
The club.
The Usos.
The club.
Where
Where
are
they
they?
been?
Because they got pulled over again. That's probably why.
Hey.
Publishing the results.
Got it.
Boom. Publishing the results.
Enforcer, we got our 60%.
Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman with
Go.
60% of the votes.
Damn
Wow.
it. We're starting trends, people.
Wow.
Thank you
I
all.
love it.
Thank you for being my friends. Let's go.
Go.
Let's go over to the SmackDown side of things for the tag team titles. The New Day defends against the Revival. Who's taking the pin here?
Oh, shit.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was no builds to this match on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah,
this week.
I was like, that's a match.
Am I right?
I think it was because the Revival attacked New Day the week before.
Yes. So
right?
the whole story came
I
from
watched the result. I saw the results.
the New Day helping Kofi and the Revival backing up Randy.
Oh, yeah.
That's how this thing. It was never like, I want
I got
those
it.
belts. It was like, my friend wants to beat your friend up, so we gotta fight.
It's like a
Kinda
Corey
deal.
Brawl trade. Like you can't have champion versus Randy Orton. You gotta throw in random people. The New Day and let's see. Let me throw in these waiver wire pickups.
3 versus 3 for
The
3.
Revival. 3 for 3. Let's take a
Bang,
chance.
bang.
And he won't even watch this.
Nope.
Nikki might.
Nikki, I think, is watching.
Mickey might be watching.
Oh, man.
Nikki, you
Those
here?
are, those are Corey's trades.
Well, anyway, I'm going to go with the New Day to retain. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the Revival actually do win and bring the titles over to SmackDown. Well, go over to SmackDown with the titles.
Yep.
But I'm going New Day retains, and I'm going to go with Dash Wilder takes the pin.
I will be happy to go next. New Day and Dash Wilder as well. I have nothing else to say.
And I don't give a damn.
New Day and Dash.
Say New Day.
Ah! I got the Revival taking the damn belts. I got X Woods taking the damn pin.
I'm happy I made these picks.
Let's go. I'm giving you how to build the perfect pay-per-view. And if it goes my way, we all will be happy. All of us.
Oh, here he comes.
So how do I follow that one?
Oh, there we go.
Don't do it again.
By not following that shit, the New Day is gonna keep the championship, and I got Scott Dawson taking the pin.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Daniel.
Fuck Scott.
Yeah, Scott.
Wow. How about those results on this one? What are we looking like?
So the results on this one:
Not looking too hot in my favor.
New Day 75%, the Revival 27%.
Somebody
Sorry,
picked
boy.
the Revival. Somebody is a fan of the Revival,
You didn't sell it
and
enough.
I'm a fan of you.
Steve Fish.
Thank you.
Shit. All right. How about
Moving
the
on.
women's tag team titles? Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross taking on Fire and Desire, Mandy Rose,
We got
and
the new
Sonya
bullet.
Deville.
Sorry,
Who's taking the pin on this one?
Can I start this one off?
Of course.
Of course.
I'm happy. You got both Mandy Rose, you got Alexa Bliss, whatever they were tag team with, I don't care. But this is a dream come true for me. This is the one match I will tune into, and I hope it's not on the pre-show because I won't watch the pre-show. But if they're on the pre-show, I definitely will tune in. But Alexa Bliss, Mandy Rose, you can't get better than this. Just saying. Fire Desire, and then Twisted Sister. I don't know. Something.
Sure.
Yeah. Something like
I'll go with
that. I just named them Twisted Sisters. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Sorry, Mandy, you didn't win this one, but I'm still Alexa Bliss fan. I do love you, Mandy, though. And Sonya Deville, because Mandy can't take the pin here. Sonya Deville will take the pin.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to ruin your day because I have Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. They're winning the tag team championships and taking the pin. Alexa Bliss.
Oh, my.
And you're not the only one
Can I
as I
just chop
follow
into that?
suit. I got Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville winning the belts. I got Alexa Bliss taking the pin.
Wow.
Only reason I don't want Alexa Bliss and Naked Cross winning, I do want this duo to split
They
up,
suck as
and I
heck.
want them to fight each other
Yes.
because that's where the money is.
Preach.
I got Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross keeping the belts, and the Sonya Deville is taking the pin.
Sonya
Damn it,
Deville can't take
Thank
it.
you.
Danny, this
Thank
time-
I got you.
As much as I
Nope.
really think I'm with you, Tim and Dan.
I think it does happen.
I think Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville are gonna win, but I went with Alexa and Nikki to retain. You guys definitely. I made the pick just because I made the pick, but I totally agree with you guys.
Yeah.
That's what should happen. Alexa and Nikki should feud. They were building that up for I don't know how long, and now they're just the best of friends.
Not good
For now.
when you're the lone man in the
And
boat.
taking the
Can't
pin,
go.
I got Sonya Deville. as well.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, okay.
Come on in.
Down
The water's
goes
fine.
Sonya.
We go down with this shit.
Publishing the results.
What we got?
67% for Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Why?
Sorry, Fire and Desire.
Why?
Sorry, Gango and Timo.
Why? Let's agree. Fire and Desire is freaking stupid as a name, though.
Yeah.
So this
Why?
next
Why
matchup,
not? I don't like it.
this next
That's a
matchup,
WWE heat.
this next matchup here. My hand goes up.
Your
Your
mouth.
mouth goes shut.
You want to get this?
Speaking of, The Miz
Hmm.
is challenging for the Intercontinental title
I had no idea.
against Shinsuke Nakamura. The interesting part of this,
Is how long Shinsuke's been champ?
nope, I don't even know how long it's been. If The Miz wins, I think he ties for most Intercontinental title reigns.
Like I said, historical night.
With that being said, I can't see him winning on this night. I'm going with Shinsuke to retain for the simple fact that he has Sami Zayn in his corner, and Sami Zayn's going to cost him the match.
Shenanigans.
I'll go next.
Sammy Shenanigans.
This was one of the ones that I couldn't put my pen on which one I wanted to circle, and I was gonna go Shinsuke, but then I said, why?
Why not?
Why? Because Sami Zayn's there now. I don't give a shit.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna make this an historical night record, tying Chris Jericho off on AEW, who is now the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. So let's butt with his head by tying his record, and then eventually maybe breaking it later in the year or next year or something like that, because to erase Chris Jericho from WWE history, because that's what Vince does. He erases history. CM Punk gone, AJ Lee gone, because Nikki Bella broke her reign. Who else? Brock Lesnar broke CM Punk's reign. You know what? Miz is going to tie the reign of Chris Jericho's at 9 Intercontinental titles in his career.
Since we're talking about Chris Jericho, before you guys continue,
Go ahead.
can
I
I
have
just
the
read
list, by the
you
way.
his quote?
Who's this?
Drop it.
Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
When the AEW thing came out, I told him as in Vince McMahon, I told him the offer and he said for me to take it. I took it, and when I told him, he said, "You took it? Can you get out of it?" I said, "You told me to take it. You didn't match it. You didn't try." Once I signed, suddenly everyone gets double raises because he doesn't want anyone to leave. So because of that alone, I now made everyone in the business double what they are making. And for that, I demand a thank you.
Damn.
It's amazing.
This guy
amazing
is a
quote.
GOAT.
Amazing. Jericho.
Bang.
He's incredible.
Yep.
Bang.
Just like that.
Well,
Back to your regularly scheduled People's Podcast.
now I love The Miz, but I must say I am just dying for him to go back to being a heel
Yeah.
and his old self. So I have Shinsuke Nakamura winning and retaining the Intercontinental Championship. I think it's a little too soon for The Miz to break records, tie records, however you want to put it. I still think
He's been in the company like 15 years.
It's too soon. It's got to be 35 years.
My bad. Gotta be.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that caved-in
look how
chest
long
to show you're a
Jericho was
legend.
in the company.
The
But
Undertaker.
I still think Vince has some respect for Chris Jericho because
No, we don't.
yeah, he does. He's got it.
It's over.
And
though.
if Chris Jericho comes back to WWE, Vince may be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
of course.
But right now,
But at the moment right now,
he
he's like-
wants to hire a hitman and kill his ass.
He needs to worry more about
Hitman.
XFL because
Right. The hitman hard.
Times are coming, baby. And then he fell off the stage. Poor Hitman.
Dan, go.
Yeah, I'm ready. So, I went with the Miz winning. Welcome to
Every pick.
my boat. baby.
Titles.
Somebody in the boat.
Oh, I'm changing. I got
Every side
I
of
got
shit.
90% of the titles changing.
All
90.
right.
So I got the
Clash
Miz
of
winning
Champions.
strictly because of the name of the pay-per-view and this being a record-tying deal. I think it would just fit better instead of him going and winning on SmackDown and Raw.
Right.
why not WrestleMania?
I can't have the Miz feud with Shinsuke and Sammy until WrestleMania.
Oh, no.
I have no patience for that. I think this needs to end. Sami Zayn, let's be real. How about he finds a different thing? Like, he's just annoying. Like, I don't know what to make of his, like, what is he now? What is he? Has he been in a match? Does he just get beat up by the legends like Undertaker? A choke slam? For real?
He died.
Died. See ya. Good night.
Dead on the ring, like
Like he's not a wrestler. Like he's a fan. So like, I
he's
think
a fan.
I'm a fan.
Or a referee.
a referee. So I think
He's a manager now. That's a
we need
manager
to
bump.
get him away from being a manager. So how do you do that? The Miz wins the belt. Shinsuke blames the manager. They get into a feud. Let them ride off in the sunset together. Overthinking, obviously. Just don't want Shinsuke having this belt at this moment.
But I do want Shinsuke having the belt, and he's going to keep it. And Miz is
And
not
that's the
going to
bottom
win
line.
because the enforcer said so.
We go into
Wow,
the comments.
100% the Miz.
So Kyle
People want to see it, baby.
Kyle Rabbit says Miz wins because of Sammy, and that sparks a feud between Sammy and Nakamura. Interesting take. I do like it. I'm going to publish the results now, and at 100%.
It's an interesting take for what? There's nothing there.
That is.
Shinsuke can barely speak English for whatever reason now. He forgot. And that's why Sammy's around. And how does Sammy
can
versus
never speak
Shinsuke make any fucking sense?
100%.
Sammy becomes a good guy. I don't know.
They fought in the NXT and they had legit matches.
WWE never makes sense, so anything's possible.
Anything's
This
possible. Just like Cedric Alexander
match.
getting a United States title match
Yeah.
against AJ Styles. How about this matchup, boys? How you guys feeling about this one?
I want to start this one off. This is so embarrassing for an AJ Styles match in a freaking pay-per-view. Let's be real here. It's Cedric the Entertainer Alexander. Like, what?
Wow. Put some
What?
respect on that man.
Can't. No.
Surprised he's
No.
not too names.
No.
Here is
He
the
was a
match.
205 guy. Now he's fighting a top
Right.
guy. Are you insane? This is pathetic. I got AJ Styles retaining the belt. I didn't lose all my marbles with this pay-per-view. Let's be real, guys. Cedric Alexander belongs in the Cruiserweight Championship match. Doesn't belong in the ring with AJ Styles. Say what you want to say. Like, this is real life. We got big superstars, and we have a player like Cedric Alexander that is
Let me ask you a question.
who's
Cedric
bigger?
Alexander or Ali?
Ali.
Why? What's the difference?
Entertainment.
What's the difference?
Entertainment.
What do you mean entertainment?
They're both the
Entertainment.
same.
They're both the same.
Nope.
They
Ali
are
has
the
a
same.
persona at least.
What? He's from the streets and he's fixing the streets.
What does Cedric have?
The Entertainer.
He's an Apollo Crews. He's a nobody.
He's better than Apollo Crews. Come on.
Why?
He's
Why?
better.
Why?
He's
How?
better.
How?
Just watch him.
How?
Use your
How?
eyes.
How? Because he could do flips.
He's better in the
Apollo
ring.
Crews does flips.
He's better in the ring. He's more complete.
Cedric Alexander has gone further in his career than Apollo Crews has, by
Yep.
far. Not even close.
I know. That's embarrassing. Somebody like Apollo Crews should not be where he is. And I don't want to talk
I don't
about it.
disagree with that.
What I'm saying is Ali with his promos have brought in more is bringing more fire to WWE than anything Cedric Alexander has brought. Don't tell me because he's in the ring and he's a better wrestler in the ring. Shit, everybody does a front flip, and I'm like, damn, that's legit. But like, you can't have you can't be average on your story. You can't be average telling a story in the ring. You can't be average on the mic. This is him. Cedric Alexander is a huh?
That's Ali.
His promos are better than average.
No.
They're above average promos.
Ali.
Let's be real.
Ali.
Has above average promos. Cedric Alexander, for his 6 promos he's ever given you, is average. Let's be real, guys.
I won't disagree with that.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, like, who's gonna win you a chip? Is it Kyrie or is it Kemba? Guess what? They're both not gonna do it. So,
You didn't just do that. You didn't just
Tell
do
me
that.
you didn't just do that.
My God. I think you just like Ali because he comes out looking like a goddamn Power
it looks
Ranger.
like Iron Man,
It looks
baby.
like Sub-Zero.
Same shit.
You guys are all wrong. Anyways, I think this is gonna be match of the night. I disagree with Danny. Cedric Alexander. Here's the thing. AJ Styles, if he was not an established superstar, he'd be put on 205 Live just because of how shorter he is compared to some of the competition and how not muscular he is compared to some of the competition. So I feel like
You think AJ Styles, if he wasn't
an established superstar, if he was a young up-and-comer, never made a name for himself anywhere else, he would have got stuck on 205 Live.
I agree.
that's gotta be the stupidest
because of the
damn
way he
thing I've ever
looks.
seen.
Who?
AJ
AJ
Styles.
Styles.
What the hell?
It's true.
Bruh.
Because AJ Styles is not a big guy.
He's the same
I
height
said-
as The Miz. So
He
we're
looks, he looks like exactly
Miz
like
is-
Shawn Michaels. You telling me Shawn Michaels is 205 Live?
If that was, I'm saying,
bruh.
if AJ Styles was not an established superstar, if he was a young up-and-comer, he would have been stuck on 205 Live.
Yes.
Because first of all, 205 Live means nothing. Nobody weighs 205 pounds in the fucking cruiserweights anyway. It's just
That
a
is
made-up thing. It's just, they stick the young, smaller guys in 205 Live that aren't ready or just suck on the mic or just,
I agree.
you have a contract that we don't want and you're on 205 Live.
I could be on 205 Live.
So
We
that's
got a
why
lot of mean face emojis popping up here.
I'm sorry. I love AJ Styles. I like Cedric Alexander, actually. There's no way I would ever appreciate seeing AJ Styles on 205 Live because he wouldn't
love
deserve it.
Cedric
I
Alexander.
said I like him.
So, Danny, I'm going to go next. Not to cut you off, but I'm going to go next. I was just fucking with you because I don't give a fuck about Cedric Alexander either. They're trying to build him up, and they had him close out Raw with his big flippity flaps, and
Bro,
he looked great.
He's good. I like
He
his
is
match.
good.
One tippy
He's
over.
good, and damn it, that guy took a picture with me outside of the Dunk Center,
I
and,
like
he,
him.
and he liked and retweeted us. Thank you,
Yes,
Cedric.
I like Cedric
But you're
Alexander.
going to get your motherfucking ass kicked by AJ
Damn.
Styles and the club.
But yes, I have AJ Styles retaining.
Me too.
And this is going to be match of the night. Mark it down.
Yeah, I would agree.
And if it wasn't,
Part of
well,
it.
guess what? AJ Styles should go back to 205 Live where he freaking belongs. Are you insane with that stuff? Are you
can't
insane?
You know where
What do you
That's
mean?
the type of person.
But he's established. So.
He's established. He's a legend.
How
He's
is he?
established.
How did he become established?
TNA.
Wrestling,
TNA.
putting on a show, being good on the mic. That's how you don't make it to the 205 Live group. Correct or no? See or no? If you aren't established, but you're good at your job and you're good on the mic, you're gonna tell me if I show up.
Did you not hear when I said newcomer?
What I'm saying is AJ Styles is a newcomer in your opinion, and he comes up and he's a master in the ring. He's a master on the mic. You think any boss in their right mind is gonna say you're good at this, you're great at this, you're good at this?
They tried to do it to
205
Daniel
Live.
Bryan.
205 Live.
They tried to do it to Daniel Bryan. If 205 Live was back down when Daniel Bryan was just
Let's be real, Tim. No way Daniel Bryan's gonna be in 205 Live.
He would
and
have
if
been
he
there
is,
for a long
that's
time.
because he's getting paid more to try to boost 205 Live. It isn't because what it looks like.
Let's get back to the card. And the Oscar goes to Dango. That's Dan the Man's comment right there. My pick is also AJ Styles Enforcer.
I got Cedric Alexander.
Boom.
Yeah.
The one guy that picks
Because
Cedric.
Because AJ Styles ain't gonna win it.
Here it goes.
And I like that because he's going to end up winning. Watch. Publish the results.
I'll tell you
Who
what.
else picked
I
it?
didn't-
It has to be
I
someone
didn't-
Nobody.
this-
100%.
All right. Well, you heard it here
Much
first.
as I just did.
Yep.
We just
100%.
brought more of what WWE needed.
How do you follow that with the no disqualification match between Eric
He's
Rowan.
Eric Rowan again.
He's Eric Rowan again and Roman Reigns.
Man, these names disappear and come back out of nowhere. This
Can I just go back to Cedric? I'm surprised he still has both names, Cedric and Alexander. I'm sorry it's just not called Cedric already. Like Mustafa Ali was now is Ali. I'm surprised Cedric still has the last name. Just saying.
That was a good.
Moving on to Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, Roman Reigns is gonna win, and that's all I have to say about
And that's all I gotta say about that.
I also got Roman Reigns. Side note, if I could, I would have taken this match off and put that. I would have put King of the Ring match in its spot because I think this story could be good.
It sucks.
If it was just had added
you
more
don't understand,
added details to it.
You can't not have Roman Reigns on a pay-per-view.
Have him.
And you know it's gonna be a shoot. It's gonna
He
be.
wasn't on the last pay-per-view. No, there was a pay-per-view he was on recently.
SummerSlam?
Right before
He was
SummerSlam.
on SummerSlam.
Pay-per-view before SummerSlam. I don't think it was
Extreme
on.
Rules. He probably showed up though and had an announcement. Regardless,
Anyways.
my pick. Did you pick already, Dan?
I did Roman Reigns.
Foster?
Roman Reigns. It's not even a question.
Roman Reigns, not even a question. That means Eric Rowan's probably going to win this. Go ahead.
I got Roman Reigns as well.
You can't go against Roman Reigns.
Is this the end of the feud, guys? Yes or no?
Please. No, please.
I hope so.
I'm telling you, Eric Rowan is going to be like Rikishi. I actually did it for The Rock.
I did it for Daniel Bryan.
No.
He controls me.
They don't
He
even
did
know.
it for the Fiend, damn it.
Exactly.
He did it for the Fiend.
Right? Why families reformed?
Oh,
They
Come
don't even
on.
have a finish for this
if this
storyline
was
yet.
real, if they can somehow bring Rowan like he was controlled by the Fiend, and they can somehow, I mean, like I know exactly what they should do to piece this together. But if they could piece this together, I'd be so much more into this. If I knew he was doing it for Bray.
See, the problem is,
I did it for Bray.
I'm cool with that.
the problem is, they've been writing this on a weekly basis, so
Yep.
they don't know where they're heading.
Right.
They might know what they want the
Like
end
they're
all
out the
to
finish
be.
line.
Or they could just be saying, all right, let's just get this shit over with the Clash of Champions and move on. You know?
That's-
I don't know.
That's what I'm
Roman
saying.
Roman Reigns right now
I think-
needs a hard reset.
I don't think so because it's a no disqualification match. Something is going to happen to
Daniel
keep on
Bryan.
continuing. Publishing the results. Roman Reigns,
Easy.
shocker.
100.
100%.
Easy
That's
money.
that's 3 shit, 100%. So
Easy money.
All right,
Switch it up.
Let's try to switch it up here with the SmackDown Women's title match. Bayley, your newly formed heel, it finally happened, defends against the hometown, Charlotte Flair.
Yep.
In her hometown.
girl.
I'm gonna go first on this one.
Sure.
Only because I actually have a reasoning to why Bayley retains the damn belt. I don't give a damn if it's in her hometown. You know why? I think it's going to be a nice little snub from Vince McMahon. The whole Ric Flair buying the rights to the man. I think this would be a nice way to snub Ric Flair with having
Slap
Charlotte
bitch.
lose in her hometown. That's pretty much the only way. That was the only backing I had for that pick. So I got Bayley.
Fair enough.
Enforcer?
Bailey's gonna lose and Charlotte's gonna win.
In her hometown.
Woo!
Woo!
Just like that. I got to go with Bayley to retain. You cannot take the foot off the gas right now on this heel turn.
Yeah, she's on fire right now.
She's not really on fire as a
No.
heel yet.
Nah,
But-
it's too.
It's
Huggy.
She still has a stupid thing.
Still too
blow up
inflatable.
dolls.
She's doing this for the women's division, man.
Yeah. Don't you see it?
Stupid.
I also have Bayley retaining because this is not a record that will be broken or tied because I don't know what Charlotte's reigns are. I know that Trish is the main one, but I don't know if she tied it or she's going to break it. But this isn't going to happen. It'd be a great tell their kids story if it like, oh, I broke Trish Stratus's record in my hometown. Not going to happen. Bayley retains. Heel keeps on rolling.
I also have Bayley retaining. You, like Maddie said, you cannot take the foot off the pedal just yet because what would be the whole point of her winning the Money in the Bank, cashing in, turning heel, all this stuff? So that would just be a big fat waste. And also, hometown girl guy, they lose a lot in their hometown.
Very true.
We went to
Just ask Bret Hart.
when we were in Boston. Sasha Banks just got destroyed there, so it just really doesn't matter.
Well, you know
Publish.
what? I actually just thought about this while you guys were speaking, and I think this Bayley heel turn has been absolute ass.
Yeah,
You know,
Like we've been calling for this, and you know what? When it finally happened,
It's not vicious enough. She's got a lot of pent up anger that just.
yeah, she just.
Oh, she should. I'd be.
it only happened because of Sasha.
Yeah.
All right, so when it happened to close out Monday Night Raw, when she took that chair and she destroyed Becky Lynch, Wow, I'm
That
so
was
glad
cool.
I stood awake that night. But ever since then, her reasoning is wasn't there for me. It was
did it for the women's
She's
division.
still coming out and with the Bailey buddies.
I
like,
did it for
what
the
the
division.
what the hell is this, man? I'm not saying
As
I'm
far
giving
as-
up on it, but
I'm okay with what she's saying that she did it for the division because it is very true that the Raw Women's title always overshadows the SmackDown's title. That is very true, and that could be a reason why she turned heel, and that's why she beat the shit out of the man. But I'm just saying, I'm with you. It's kind of stale.
But you know, she's doing it because the Raw Women's Championship is more featured. And are we wrong? Because isn't the next match on our card more important to you than the match that we just spoke about?
Absolutely.
Becky Lynch defends against Sasha Banks. Is that not the reason why the Raw Women's Championship is more featured? Not just because of Becky Lynch being the man, which is
Stale.
stop saying it.
It's stale.
Stop
She
saying
has
it.
to legally. She legit has to stop saying it, or she pays. Like she has to.
So this match right here, I'm going with Sasha Banks to win. She has to win. Has to win, because if she doesn't,
This whole
then
thing's a fail.
she should quit and not be able to wrestle for, if you quit, you
Yeah,
can't wrestle for another promotion
90
forever.
day, no compete.
No, if you quit, I think you're fucked.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar wasn't here.
Because you know what? If she doesn't win, she should quit, because all this was for nothing, which is why she's going to win.
And my pick now, I am going to follow suit. This is also a very tough one. I also have Sasha
This
Banks.
one was not tough at all for me.
It's tough because I
Why?
can see what they're going to do.
What are
They're
they
going to
do?
drag this out to Hell in a Cell.
To do what?
It's
Have
not
a Hell
like
in a
the
Cell
worst.
And Sasha Banks might win there. Because what's going to happen is some screwy finish is going to happen, basically, where Becky will retain because of a disqualification or some bullshit like they did with Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton at
Can't
SummerSlam.
do that.
It is possible because WWE does it all the fucking time.
Can't do
That's
it.
why I
Can't
feel
do it
like
in
this
this case.
might be one that I will get chopped for. But hearing everybody else's picks, we're all over the place. So I'm glad I made the pick now. Sasha Banks, you are a heel, and to keep the fire rolling, you don't have a screwy finish. You are a heel, and you do what you want to do. You do what you say. You win, and you leave the Raw Women's Champion.
Becky Lynch wins. I'm going against the grain on this one. I think Sasha Banks might get disqualified or do something stupid.
Exactly.
Because it wouldn't make sense. She can't look weak.
Or
Like
double
you guys.
count out.
She can't look weak after
She can't.
making the comeback, talking that talk. But I don't see Becky Lynch losing the title either, because technically
Why?
she
should be
she
chasing.
is still their main push for the women. It's still Becky Lynch.
It
right
is. She's on
Like-
the cover of the WWE
now. So that's one thing. Is like I don't think they're gonna take the belt off her for those reasons.
That's why I feel like I'm with you, Tim. But I just said let's just throw.
Just
something
don't
back.
make Becky. I mean, just don't make Sasha look like a bozo.
That's what they're gonna do. They just
I got Sasha Banks winning. This was an easy one.
this could be the one.
This has got too much fire going just to have it cool off in 2 weeks when she legit came back 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
To have that get washed away would mean nothing. Like, what would be the point? You can't have Sasha lose because that makes her look weak. Then this whole heel Sasha is a fail. You can't have Becky lose because it looks weak. Well, the last 3 weeks are getting her ass handed to her with a chair. So technically, they can always have something to go back to. So it's
Well,
like,
why can't Becky lose? I agree that she should lose. Why can't she lose?
Because she's their number one.
She
for women.
she lost.
She's
She
there.
lost to Charlotte Flair.
She's the woman.
I mean, like, for
she
me-
needs at least one belt.
No, she don't.
According
She's gonna chase it. That's what's gonna happen. if she
for
loses.
marketing reasons, yes, I think that's like what this is about.
I think this
What merchandise is she selling?
The most women.
What's
Most
she selling?
The man.
the man shirts. Well, not for long.
Fucking
man.
stupid.
Well, not for long.
Not for
now,
long.
now they have
She's
to
on the
rein
co- like,
that
she's
in.
on the cover of Raw. She's the gal.
This is why I feel the gal.
She's the
Yeah.
gal.
This is
Like,
why I feel like the Bailey will be a big factor in this match of how Sasha might get screwed. Like way back last year when Sonya Deville kind of screwed over Mandy Rose in a way by accident. It's the same thing in the Becky Lynch match or whatever women's match it was. It's going to be this, I feel like the same scenario where Bailey's going to be there to try to help and it's just going to make it worse. And then they're going to kind of bicker at each other the next Monday. And then it's going to try to lead to something. And maybe fucking Sasha just jumps over to SmackDown on Fox and goes for Bailey's title. And there you go. You got best buds fighting each other.
I mean, like,
I don't know. All I know is
sorry.
Sasha
Yeah,
just
okay,
can't.
Talk away.
So, like if you look back, Sasha hasn't. She's beaten Becky Lynch before. It's the same. Like it's
no, but she's the man now. It's different.
I just don't see
If Austin
it being
can lose,
wrong.
Becky can lose.
Boom.
True.
But Becky will not lose. Becky Lynch is going to win, and Sasha Banks, she's going to the bank. She's not going to win.
She ain't gonna catch that chick on
It's
Sunday.
not gonna be boss time.
It's gonna be the
God,
blueprint now. You hear about that?
That's the one thing I hate about her
What?
being
It's
back.
not called the
You gotta
blueprint.
listen to that every time.
Michael Cole said it. She
boss
said it.
time.
The blueprint.
The blueprint. The boss. The blueprint. Sasha Banks. Matt Morgan got pissed.
What the? Who the
For Jay-Z, the
Nobody gives
blueprint.
a
Matt
shit
Morgan?
about Matt Morgan.
Matt Morgan back in the day, he's like, they should have asked me. Just ask me, damn it. That was my nickname back in the day. The blueprint. Matt Morgan. How did that do for you, buddy?
Who is that?
Exactly.
Can we stop
Who
a
the
second?
fuck
Hold on,
is that
time out. Who is that guy?
Who the fuck is that
Completely
guy?
irrelevant. Never
Yeah.
amounted to anything.
Fair enough.
And with that being said, let's publish the results.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. Becky Lynch retains with 67% of your vote. It comes to main events now.
Well,
Maybe. I don't know. We don't know.
I'm still the
They might end
gentleman.
the show with
we don't
no
know.
one
We don't know
else.
what the main
who
events
comes to
are,
the
but
show.
we know we're talking about the
We know.
two biggest
We know.
titles in the WWE: the Universal title and the WWE Championship. We're going to start it off with the Universal title. Seth Rollins defends against his tag team partner for now, Braun Strowman.
This is gonna be
Is this
epic.
Is this it? Is it finally Braun's time? He fights and he fights and he fights and he loses every damn time.
And it's not gonna be tonight. I got Seth Rollins retaining this mofo. It's not gonna be at the Clash of Champions. Seth Rollins will retain. This, either way you look at it, Braun Strowman can get the belt. He can finally get the belt. Or it could be Seth Rollins can slay anybody.
The monster.
He can slay the beast, the monster,
The king.
the king. Add that to his resume. So either way you go about it, no matter which pick you want to go with, great stuff is ahead for either guy. I think, when was the last time you saw Braun Strowman lose? Hint.
Beginning of the
Brock
pay-per-view.
Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar. So like this, if Seth Rollins can beat Brock Lesnar, he should be able to beat Braun Strowman. Like,
I'm gonna have a very unpopular opinion on this. I am over Braun Strowman.
Yeah,
how much
They blew it.
they missed their
They
chance.
blew it. Yep.
Just like they blew it with Roman Reigns.
Yep, that's exactly what I was gonna say. They had their chance to push Roman Reigns, whenever that was,
Royal Rumble, Bautista,
years ago.
2014.
They had their chance to finally give Braun that title. I feel like it's already been a couple years. They've just blown chance after chance after chance.
Yep.
That now that he's even in a Universal title match or a WWE title match, whatever he ends up being going forward, I can't get behind it. I'm not on board with it. I don't think he would be a good champion, and that's why I have him losing this match. But what I really think is going to happen, I think it's time to stop talking about The Fiend, because Bray Wyatt's obviously been talking about how he's going to challenge the winner of this match at Hell in a Cell. He talked about it on Twitter, and then he acknowledged it on the Firefly Funhouse, threw the money down Muppet McMahon's throat. I thought of that right on the fly, baby.
Muppet McMahon.
And it looks like they're speeding up the process. They're going to throw the damn title on Bray fucking Wyatt, the Fiend, at Hell in a Cell. But before that, like he said, I'm challenging the winner of this match. Who's to say, because I'm not foreshadowing my bonus pick later on, this match is going to close the pay-per-view, so I might as well just tell you.
I'm not going to spoil it, but here it is.
Fuck it, because it only makes
My
sense.
prediction is
This
split.
match is going to end in a no contest. The Fiend is going to enter the ring. Lights are going to go out. He's going to enter the ring. He's going to fuck them both up.
Yep.
And the show's going to close with him.
Yep.
And that's the end of Clash of Champions.
Exactly.
So Seth Rollins retains in a no contest. But I got Seth Rollins taking the pin for the record book.
And how much you want to bet they will make it a triple
Taking the
threat
pin? Wait, what?
at Hell in a Cell?
No,
Retaining?
Retaining.
Oh, you said taking the pin.
And
My bad.
how much you want to bet it will
I was
be a
like,
triple
what?
threat in a Hell in a Cell?
That's exactly.
Has there ever been a triple threat inside a Hell in a Cell?
I know there's been a fatal four.
Don't know.
There has?
There's been like a 6-man too.
Rikishi getting thrown off the damn.
right,
oh,
so
yeah.
So onto the truck.
Okay.
See ya.
My
See
pick
ya, fat ass.
is also Seth Rollins. I'm not into this match. It's just, I'm not even going to say more. I'm just, it's Dan the Man's comment. The Fiend's going to attack Seth Rollins after the match. Not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
I also have Seth Rollins. Like BA, I'm not that into this match. I just kind of hate the cliche where we make these guys who are going to fight for the belt team up. Oh, yeah. I'm tired of that cliche. Like, we've seen it a million times in WWE. And we'll probably see it a million more, but that always kills my interest a little bit.
Of course.
We're going to get a clean sweep. Rollins is going to keep rolling, and he's going to win.
Rolling and rolling. Baby.
And you, the viewers, are also with Seth Rollins, 100% for Seth Rollins. No love for Braun Strowman. It's unfortunate.
It's not unfortunate anymore.
They just blew it.
Yeah,
They blew it.
You dropped the ball, guys.
It's not unfortunate anymore.
Before we get to the last match of the card now, there's a bonus point also after this, but I'm just going to say this right now. If you haven't already, please like, share, follow, retweet, and subscribe. It's the 5 things you got to do, and I'll finish the rest of it at the end of the show.
Well then.
All right. With that being said.
With that being said, let's go right into the last match on our agenda here. This might not be the main event. It might be. I don't know. WWE title. Kofi Kingston defends against the Viper, Randy Orton. And I think I want to hear the Enforcer's prediction first on this one.
Wow. You want to hear my prediction first? Well, I think this is the match that closes the show.
Okay.
Like
So that's
that.
your bonus.
Just like that.
All right.
I'm hearing these voices inside my head, and they're telling me to go with the Viper, Randy Orton,
My God.
He did it.
to beat Kofi.
Guys, you guys might think my picks are crazy, but every once in a while, you guys just jump aboard and let me drive the shit,
Dango
baby.
Express.
Because I too have Randy Orton winning, being the new WWE champion. Reason being, if you think back, this show, I got the Revival winning. I think they got a good start of having such a good championship team.
A new stable.
A new stable.
I love it.
Evolution Part 2.
My God.
But I do have the Universal Championship match ending, which I do want to get into after your picks because it does involve Bray Wyatt.
It all
and
comes
I can-
together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tim?
Oh, yeah. I have Kofi Kingston winning. I have Kofi Kingston retaining the title. It's been a nice, it's been a nice little feud, but I'm kind of got bored of it, and I want it to be put to bed. And Kofi Kingston winning again should hopefully put this thing to bed. Get him a new feud, or get him a challenger to take the belt away for good. Just do something. Go ahead, jump in.
Real quick. What do you want to end more? Kofi Mania or Randy Orton trying to beat Kofi Kingston? What bothers you more?
No, I'm just tired of seeing these two. Like, it was cool with the.
It's got to end one way.
You're just tired of this?
How are you
Yeah.
This is
tired?
a great build.
Ah.
This is probably one of the best builds
It's
of this
been.
card.
They've had a bunch of good matches already. It's like, okay, next.
So, like, what? Like, do you want Kofi Mania to keep going?
Yeah,
No.
I'm on board.
I'm
I'm
all
on
set.
board. Kofi Mania.
I've been all set for the past
I just-
2 months.
I'm on board.
I agree.
I like Kofi.
It's just, I'm like,
Kofi and the New Day. I want Kofi and the New Day to stay together.
yeah, that'll happen.
Well, I mean, all champions. Like I think I said this last podcast. I want to see stables make a big comeback and like go to war. I want to see Kofi and the New Day go to war with the club when they.
Well, I'm just saying this right now.
Something
You have
like
a
that.
stable with all the gold, and what have they done?
Well, they don't have an opponent with all the belts to go to war with.
This is war.
My pick.
Raw is war.
My pick is also the Viper Randy Orton. It didn't happen at SummerSlam because I knew it wasn't going to happen at SummerSlam. I picked Kofi there. It's just
I'm a snake.
say a little snake. It's just it didn't happen because of the double count out or whatever bullcrap. And it's just one of those things where it's like, if Randy doesn't win this here, who will beat Kofi Kingston?
Somebody.
Who?
Rock. Anybody.
Lesnar.
Who?
Fucking
Brock
Ali,
Lesnar
for
on
God's sake.
SmackDown Live. The debut of SmackDown
The
Live. It
only
makes sense.
Other possibility is the
Wait.
debut on the Friday night
Wait a
SmackDown.
damn
is you have-
minute. Wait a minute.
That's like
Wait a minute.
that's an easy way to
You're
get the belt off
telling me
Kofi.
there ain't nobody in this roster that can beat Kofi except for Brock
No.
Lesnar? Oh,
That's the
dude.
most obvious one.
My heart.
Stupid.
Right?
Stupid.
This
The most
fucking guy,
obvious.
anybody could beat Kofi Kingston. Anybody. Put Ali, Apollo Cruz.
Then why haven't they?
Anybody.
Then why haven't they?
Oh, because the build up to Kofi Mania.
Why haven't they?
Because the build up to Kofi
that was
Mania.
a year and a half ago. Get with the
They
times.
spent so much money for that Kofi Mania to happen. They have to ride this wave
They
out.
didn't spend any money. Somebody got hurt and they rode the wave.
Gotta buy
Very
the t-shirts.
true.
You gotta
Ali got hurt.
you gotta put
Kofi
Kofi.
is swag surfing right now.
Yo, he's just riding the wave. Like it's gotta end.
Yeah.
It's not gonna end because
gonna
Brock
end
Lesnar beats him.
Probably is.
Are you insane?
That's the easiest.
On the real, Brock Lesnar has been completely gone
I
since
know.
he lost the Universal title, so it's a build-up for him to come back to that
To SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Right.
So,
That's what's
bitch,
going to happen.
Why didn't I see this all along?
Wait a minute.
'Cause
Wait a
damn
minute.
I took Randy Orton too.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm sick
Yeah.
of Kofi Mania. I'm sick of Kofi
Yes.
Kingston. I've had enough. He is stale.
You know
Fuck the pancakes. Fuck the ice cream. Randy Orton is
favorite food.
that guy that should bring the title to SmackDown on Fox.
Yep.
I've been saying this shit for months.
Don't you forget the whole elbowing of Randy Orton by Brock Lesnar. So why wouldn't Randy Orton have the belt and bring on
And just
Brock
get his ass
Lesnar?
whooped again.
Let's bring it back to
Oh, okay, so
2005.
yeah, so Kofi Mania.
Kofi Mania's
gonna
gonna get his ass.
upset Brock Lesnar.
No, he's going to get his ass whooped by Brock Lesnar.
right. You don't need, but like nothing happens if Kofi loses. Like nothing.
It's just quick.
He goes back down to where he came from.
Brock Lesnar squashing Kofi makes sense.
Back down to Jamaica.
It's like, here we are, SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live on Fox. Crush Kofi, new champion. Here we go.
You know what? If I'm
That's
wrong on this
the most
one,
Vince thing ever, though.
Tim, if you get this pick, you know what? Good for you, bud. Because you don't fucking deserve it.
Randy is the only contender that I can see on SmackDown that should beat Kofi because it's stupid. This storyline has been 10 years in the making. 9
Roman
years.
Reigns could beat him.
Oh my God. If that happens, I'm leaving. I'm done.
Where you going?
You gonna quit?
I'll quit.
You're missing the next
if
podcast.
Roman Reigns is the
You have to
one.
miss the next podcast. 90
What about
days.
the Miz?
90-day no
It's not gonna happen
compete.
with The Miz.
No compete rule.
He's a face. It's not going to happen.
All I'm saying is Roman Reigns
Big E
will
turn.
have the WWE title
It's really
for
amazing
SmackDown.
that if Ali never got hurt back in February, Kofi Mania would not even happen. It's amazing how far this has gone. Like, great, you got your moment at WrestleMania.
Overstayed his welcome.
Exactly. You had your months as champ. You beat
You don't gotta
Dolph.
go
You beat
home, but you
Samoa
can't
Joe.
stay
You
here.
beat I don't know who else you beat because it doesn't matter who you faced because we were just waiting for you to lose it. And this is the guy we've been saying. This is the guy that has to do it. He had his chance at SummerSlam. They gave us a double count out. Stupid. It has to happen this Sunday. If it doesn't, then guess what? It's Brock Lesnar. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, suplex Jenny, bitch. No. It's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. Randy Orton, please, just fucking take the belt from him.
I think Randy Orton's overrated.
Randy Orton.
That was a good.
Man, we can't get it together just like the softball team
No,
yesterday.
I was making
Bang.
fun of this.
Shout out Steve.
Randy Orton's overrated anyway.
Oh shit. Jesus.
That's just perfect.
Wait, so the three of us said
Nothing else.
the bonus point.
Oh,
Five of us.
I'm banned from the
Oh,
field.
I got separate Universal title.
I also have
wait,
the
next.
Universal title.
Universal title.
We all got
We all
universal.
got
No,
Universal.
no.
Dan, go.
WWE champion.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
He got
that's
SD.
right.
He's got
Come
SD last.
Gotcha. Let me publish your results first for Kofi Kingston. It's a 50-50 right down the middle.
Guys, I just want to bring up to this podcast because I think we should spend more time on it. I just want to get everybody's thoughts. So I have all you here. We have people watching on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Your genuine thoughts of Bray Wyatt the Fiend. Say it in a sentence, say it in a paragraph. I don't
Bray
know.
Wyatt and what?
Your
Oh,
thoughts
the
on the Fiend. Like, honestly, this has been the best thing in like 5 years. That
You know what?
he's just
you
brought
know,
the noise.
You know who I compare Bray Wyatt to?
Who?
I compare him to Chris Jericho. Someone who can redevelop himself when it has to happen. Jericho gave us the list of Jericho, the Drink It In Man, the Jerichoholic, the Break the Code Breaker Jericho. He gave us so many gimmicks of Jericho, and then we're getting the same thing. We're getting the same thing with Bray Wyatt. That is a GOAT to me. One of the greatest of all
Sounds right
time,
there.
even though his career in WWE has probably more losses than wins.
That's a shame.
It's a damn shame. It really is a damn shame. The Fiend is by far sensational.
Like, you can go back to episode 2. You can go back to our first ever episode of this.
Jesus.
I think we've always had Bray Wyatt's back on every podcast.
Every time.
I think we have genuinely.
I know Tim's giving up on him, I think.
No, I'm still hesitant because if he doesn't become the new Undertaker, if he doesn't become that guy who just, when Bray, like they're doing it right now. When the lights go off, it's like when the gong hits. When the lights go off, shit's about to go down. They're doing it right now. But if they don't make him dominant through the next year or two, like sustain it, then it's just another.
This has been a
it's-
fair.
they'll just
Let me ask you this: by
failure.
making him dominant, are you saying don't lose?
He's gonna have to lose, of course, but he
Like
needs
the
to be.
Undertaker lost.
But you
Well,
need
like
to
he
know the lights go off.
Oh shit!
Shit
Oh,
is
we're going in.
about
The
to
gong
happen.
hits. Oh shit! Like
We're
it needs to
gonna
be
get
like that. Like you need to. That needs he needs to be.
But
the
he
new
needs
Undertaker.
to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
Like
he
the
needs
lights
to have
going off and
a
him-
Paul Bearer guy, and then he
I
needs
don't-
to put some men on him. Like he
his-
needs
no,
to
no,
have
no.
that kind of stuff. You
Well,
remember that?
Eric
And
Rowan.
he just
His Paul Bearer. See, the Fiend already has his Paul Bearer in Bray Wyatt.
That's very
the
true.
Funhouse is great, and you're seeing
Not
like,
the lever. I just walked away.
like you're already seeing the sick and weird shit on the Funhouse. Like
Yes.
that's kind of like his Paul Bearer. Like you get the different side of him, and it's like
And his puppets.
it enhances the Fiend.
Yes.
So he has his enhancement.
It is nice. It's a nice touch. It's like
but they can't
a crazy sadistic.
They
Like
can't-
this is what like everybody thought Mr. Rogers was.
they can't mess it up.
Like he's just a creep backstage, right?
Does he need the Wyatt family?
No,
No.
he's got his puppet family.
Is he gonna get the family back?
Nah, I don't think so.
Do you want him to at least get one, like Sister Abigail back? Because they did mention that, and then Randy Orton even tweeted that he thought he
I
burnt
think
that
it's
son
just-
bitch down to the ground.
We'll see. I mean,
See what
This is just the
Ray said?
beginning.
I forgot what he said.
I don't know.
this is
He
just the
replied?
beginning.
Yeah, he replied to it.
He replied to it?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta wait for this. But yeah, Bray
Talk
Wyatt.
about this.
It's just sensational.
I think every aspect of his promo has been spot on with the Vince McMahon Muppet,
Oh
the
my
little
God.
subtle signs, people walking
Help.
in the back, and there's a puppet just hanging
Yep.
around like that.
It
That
is-
to me is just so creative that there's no way, in my opinion, there's no way somebody could think about that by
right.
themselves.
It's the most creative character in WWE right
Yeah.
now.
All right,
Great.
you want to hear what he said to
Yeah,
Randy
right, I
Orton?
do.
What's up, Michael?
For anybody that missed it, obviously, Randy Orton called out Bray and he said, "Damn, didn't I burn down Sister Abigail's house? I thought she was dead."
Yep.
Bray replied and said, "It was empty. Yay! It was all for nothing. Yay!" Hashtag worms. P.S. And he gave him a gift. You are not invited to the cookout. That's it. He
I
pretty
have
much
to
said-
wonder-
You know what that tweet is saying?
I
right
have
there?
to wonder if he's trolling like the creative that wrote that stupid
Yes,
story.
That's
Oh,
exactly
100%.
what that is.
100%.
It's like trolling.
They're a bunch of
Hashtag
bozos.
worms. That unfortunately was the worst match of WrestleMania 33.
It was such a good build-up. That 3D gimmick stuff or the worms. That
Yep.
was terrible.
And then
Whoever
Randy-
wrote that, I hope they were
I believe
fired.
that was the last time Randy Orton had a title, world title.
He took it from Bray. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he lost the Jinder Mahal.
The problem is
Let's not talk about
trying to scare people, trying to scare an adult man with with a graphic on the ring
it.
was
It's still
just
kind of daylight, so it's all
Stupid.
yeah, that was
blurry.
stupid. Now if Bray would have had it like in a bucket or something, just to be a little bit more gross with
Yeah,
it.
then it would have been the boogeyman.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want?
It
So
was
listen.
terrible. Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
guys-
it was
you
bad
guys-
all around.
You guys obviously saw this past Monday's Firefly Funhouse with the clock that was on 316, and then he smashed it and it hit 11:19.
Yeah.
That's been the big talks of
Yep.
what is because he has secret meanings behind everything.
Yep.
What's the meaning behind 11:19? I've read a couple of different things. One, The Undertaker's official debut was on 11/19/1991. I think it was 91. The second, November 2019, which would be Survivor Series.
Yes,
That's the other thing I've heard. What do you guys think? it
which was
means?
the birthplace of the Undertaker too.
Which, since we're talking about the birthplace of the Undertaker, have you guys heard the latest rumor?
There is nothing planned for the Undertaker. That's what I heard.
Oh, okay. So I'll tell you the other part of it.
Go ahead,
I think
buddy.
that is planned for the Undertaker.
So the other half of it.
The other half of it, of the 50-50, it's either yes or no. It's either here or there. But
It's either here or there.
so the other possibility so obviously everybody was hoping that the Fiend was going to take out the Undertaker and start something this Tuesday,
Too soon.
and that's exactly what Vince said. It's not time yet.
Yeah, but you're gonna have a match.
The
rumor
rumor has it that the Fiend will strike on the Undertaker on the debut episode of SmackDown, October 4th, which will then lead to a match between them, I believe, at Survivor Series.
Listen,
So they're gonna hold off on the whole WrestleMania thing and put Undertaker's ass to bed at Survivor Series,
which would be
where he debuted.
perfect. How else can you can't write a better storyline like that. Everybody, we were all so tangled up in he lost at WrestleMania. This is where he has to go down, but there was no significance there. Yeah, he was 24-0, 25-0, 22-1, whatever he was. He was undefeated for X amount of years.
Yeah.
That was a legacy in
21-1.
itself, right? But for a man like The Undertaker, you would, now that you're bringing that to the table, it just like it opened up another door. Bro, The Undertaker shouldn't lose it. Yeah, it's just a WrestleMania to him. But like to go down where he first started, bro, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
That's closure if I've ever seen it.
You ain't kidding.
The only problem with that is if Bray Wyatt is your WWE champion. I'm sorry, Universal champion.
Why?
What do you mean?
Oh,
Facing the Undertaker, it would make no sense.
It would make
for the
no
Undertaker.
sense.
Right.
That's why I
Well,
feel like
but doesn't mean he's gonna.
It doesn't have to
champion
be. It doesn't have to be a.
then. Doesn't mean he's gonna be the champion because
Exactly.
what's gonna happen
is
at Hell in a Cell is he's not going to become the champion.
something's
It's going
gonna
to be a
happen.
triple threat match with the three Rollins,
Yeah,
Strowman,
you should say three,
and the
triple
Fiend.
threat.
Shut your motherfucking mouth. Seth Rollins is going to pin Braun Strowman because The Undertaker is going to appear because the pay-per-view is 2 days after Taker gets attacked on SmackDown. There you go. Now you don't give the Fiend the title too early. He whoops Undertaker's monkey ass.
Yeah. Can you?
And then
This needs
he
to
gets
have,
his damn title.
this needs to have mind games like the way through.
And this is why Vince wanted to
Paul
kind of
Bearer puppet.
Jesus, he's dead, man.
Brilliant.
It's not the first time they've used him.
CM Punk had Paul Bear's ashes. He didn't give a damn.
That was
Worried
awesome.
about a puppet.
Damn it, Undertaker. Lost.
I
Maybe
think
a
it's
little
wonderful.
bear named Paul.
Oh my god, it works.
Here we
I
go.
can't wait.
And it'll still be brilliant.
Paul Bear.
It'll be creepy.
Oh my god.
Got something there.
Tim, if that happens,
Take
I
the
need to
money,
put a lot of-
stupid.
Wow, I need to go. Like, hey Vince, check out this podcast. I called it.
Paul Bear.
Wow.
That'd be great.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ, I just came up with that on the spot.
Damn.
Incredible.
Well, that's why it probably won't happen because we came up with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys sticking along with us. We are about an hour and 7 minutes of just talking pure Clash of Champions wrestling. Thank you guys for participating in the polls. Again, thank you guys for the comments, the admins. Thank you for allowing us to share on your walls. Check out My Fantasy Sports Talk for all your fantasy football and all your fantasy sports. They hit it. They write articles daily. But guess what time it is?
What time is it?
My favorite time.
Game time.
All y'all favorite time. It is time for the chop. Now, this goes a little ways back. We got the chop from SummerSlam. The results are in. It's been a while since this podcast. So there was 30 days on the spot.
No.
So roughly
Roughly.
there was a good amount of time for the
Give or
person
take.
who was in last to dwell on it, prepare his chest. Who wants to go with the results?
I'll be happy to say them since we're going to start getting up. I think the winner, of course, will be revealed at the end with the loser. But second place is myself at 9-1. Didn't get first, unfortunately. Third place, Timo. Good job, Tim. Whew. It's 9-2. He got one loss. That means it comes down to Macho Man
Who lost?
and Dango. Let me get up out of the way because they got to come behind me now because one is the winner and one is the loser. And the winner of the SummerSlam pay-per-view, the chop, We're not hitting with a chair, Tim. Jesus. Is Macho Man Matty Savage. Dango, you are the loser. You went 8-3. Macho Man went 10-1. It is time for Chop City to run wild on you.
Just real quick, check the comments.
Come this way.
How's the lighting? It looks really bright from up here. Lighting looks right.
Lighting looks perfect.
Yeah, I look pretty good.
Good night.
There you go. It's time. Chop City.
Woo! 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 This shit!
Oh, my.
Let's go!
Go Patriots. I see that Dan the Man. Wow. That hurt.
Damn it.
With that being said,
Let me in.
let that man in. Bray Wyatt, I hope you show up and whatever happens, happens. Because you are a GOAT. And with that being said,
Let's
inside
see
of
more
the-
John Cena.
More John Cena.
Let's see more John Cena.
Austin and Fossa, Dan Go. We're all signing out. BA out of here. Too sweet. Have fun this Sunday. I hope it's a good card.
He also need more playing time.
Shit, here it goes.
Thank you all.
YouTube, good night.
Oh man.